2008 was a financial disaster, but to Peugeot, it's been a huge financial success because this car sold a lot more than they ever imagined it would. Now, they've given it a midlife facelift in the form of some new bumpers, a fresh grille, some black trim to keep it looking fresh. However, on the inside, they haven't done so much to it, but still, this has always been one of the nicer small crossovers here on the inside. It just feels more upmarket than most of its rivals. I also like the way most of the controls are done through this screen, apart from, this is important now, apart from the climate control, so you can still easily operate that when you're driving along. The infotainment system itself, it's not that great actually. It's a bit awkward to use at times, and if you click up there on the card you can see for yourself just what it's like in an in-depth infotainment video review and have another good look around this car's cabin. And if you're going to buy this car, I would recommend you go for the Allure spec because that's got pretty much all you need. So you get the usual DAB, digital radio, Bluetooth, air conditioning, but it adds stuff like ambient LED lighting here on the inside. You also get automatic windscreen wipers and headlamps. As for cubby spaces, it's all right in this car, not brilliant, but okay. So the door bins will hold a large bottle. Then you get some cup holders down there and a little bit of extra storage down here. As for storing people, well, no, I don't mean like that. I mean in the back seats. So on the whole, this car, it's all right, you know, for rear passengers. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. So that's seats in my usual driving position. Knee room's all right. The headroom, well, that panoramic sunroof doesn't help, so I'm just okay, but taller people might struggle if you've got this panoramic sunroof on the car. Middle seat, it's not so good actually. You've got this hump in the floor, which does get in the way of the middle person's feet, and you do sit a bit higher, so yeah, the headroom's even more of an issue in here, and it's not the widest car either. So if you click up there on the top right hand corner of the screen on the card, you can actually see what it's like with 3 people in the back of this car. Also see how easy it is to fit a baby seat in the back of this 2008 and find out just how much stuff you can pack into this car's boot. Speaking of which, the boot itself, the capacity, it's about average for this class. It's not bad, but there are some things which are really helpful about the boot. Now, the parcel shelf, yeah, it's quite light and easy to remove. Just put that over there. The boot shape, if you look, it's nice and square. The load height is pretty low. There's no low lip to lift stuff over, and you can slide things over here without worrying about scratching any paintwork. Also, what's handy is, look, you think I'm going to show you some underfloor storage, but actually, this car has a full-size spare wheel, which is pretty rare these days. And if you need to carry large items, of course, you can fold down the rear seats. And you do get a proper flat low bay. That's nice and practical.
So then, what's the 2008 like to drive?
One of the best things about the Peugeot 2008 is that it's a very relaxing car to travel in. Now, the only thing that detracts from that is that you do get quite a bit of wind whistle from round here, but other than that, yes, I could do lots of miles in this car. And part of the reason for that is the supple suspension, so it does a really good job of ironing out the bumps in the road. Now, the flip side is that it's not the most fun car to drive in the world. Part of the reason is that the steering and the brakes and the clutch and the gearbox, it all has a slightly stodgy feel to it. And a lot of people like the fact that you sit up higher than in a normal hatchback, so you get a better view out. Though if I have one complaint, it's that the view out the back is a bit restricted because you've got this fat pillar. You can see for yourself by clicking just up there in the top right hand corner of the screen on the pop out card to watch our 360-degree video of this car. You can get this 2008 with either petrol or diesel power. Now there's 3 petrol engines and they're all 1.2 litres in capacity, and this is the highest power version, the 130 horsepower, and it can do 0 to 60 in under 10 seconds. And it's actually a lovely little engine. It does love to rev. The only problem is that it is quite expensive then, so the mid-power version is the best one to go for. Also, this top of the range engine, it's supposed to do 58 miles per gallon. In the real world, I actually manage 44 miles per gallon, which isn't too bad. Now, if you do lots of miles, you might want to go for one of the diesels. The only problem is you can only have a petrol automatic, so yeah, if you're a diesel auto fan, I apologise on Peugeot's behalf. Je suis désolé.
There are some other annoying things about the 2008.
The position of the instruments mean they can be obscured by the steering wheel depending on your ideal driving position. This is just the fakest of fake exhaust. I mean, what is the point? Annoyingly, there's no central armrest between the front 2 seats, so you end up doing this when you're driving along on a motorway. This has to be the weirdest handbrake lever ever made, and really, I have nothing more to say on the matter. The rear windows don't go down any further than this. Kids and dogs will hate that. On UK cars, the glove box is even too small to hold the car's manual. Yeah, nice design.
Thankfully, this Peugeot makes up for all this with some cool features.
The car can tell if you've had an accident and will automatically call the emergency services. You might not be able to get the car with proper all-wheel drive, but the clever electronic terrain response system can maximise grip on slippy surfaces. The blind for the panoramic sunroof is translucent, so it still lets a little bit of light in without you getting blinded. The soft light line colour tail lamps look pretty cool. Arr. This 1.2 litre petrol engine's turbocharger can spin at up to 4,000 revolutions a second for maximum performance. So then, overall, what do I think of the Peugeot 2008? Well, its driving position won't suit everybody, and you do get quite a lot of wind noise at speed, but inside it feels, well, the poshest of any small SUV, and it's got really comfy suspension. Now, if you click up there, you can get more information and find out the best deal you can get on a Peugeot 2008 at carwow.co.uk. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. And if you click over there, you can watch our detailed practicality, infotainment and 360-degree passenger ride videos. Now, did you spot the Easter egg in this video? It was the front page of a newspaper of Obama becoming president back in 2008.